Chief Heavenly Messenger Michael says, pressing powers are moving, and your future companion is at a breaking point. A capable vitality encompasses them, making turbulence in their soul. They are doing combating strengths concealed, battling to keep up control over feelings, considerations, and choices. Their heart is overwhelming, weighed down by burdens they do not completely get it. Each step they take feels dubious, like they are strolling on unsteady ground. Perplexity clouds their vision, making it troublesome for them to see the way ahead. Right presently, divine strengths are moving in ways that cannot be overlooked. Otherworldly fighting is genuine, and it is influencing the individual ordained to be with you. They are losing their hold on their claim control, and as it were divine mediation can re-establish their adjust. Their soul cries out for clarity, however diversions keep pulling them absent. They feel misplaced in an ocean of feelings, battling to stay themselves. The fight between light and haziness heighten, making their travel indeed harder. Like this video to get divine direction. Chief Heavenly Messenger Michael cautions that they are caught in cycles of question. Each choice they make appears to lead them advance into vulnerability. Their vitality is depleted, making it troublesome to center on the gifts ahead. Negative impacts whisper in their ear, causing them to address everything. They feel torn between their wants and their fears. Their soul is looking for answers, but disarray keeps them stuck. Right presently, they require quality more than ever. Their heart throbs for solidness, but fear grasps them firmly. The fight inside is developing more grounded, and they do not know how to elude it. Divine powers are attempting to reach them, sending signs through dreams, numbers, and synchronicities. But their intellect is clouded, making it troublesome for them to recognize the messages. They are on the edge, wavering between yield and resistance. The universe is shaking things up, driving them to confront their covered-up fears. They are being tried, pushed to discharge ancient wounds and grasp mending. The past frequents them, making it difficult to believe the future. An overwhelming weight sits on their chest, squeezing down with concealed drive. The vitality around them is thick, filled with vulnerability and wavering. They are fighting feelings they cannot control, feeling caught in their possessed considerations. This is a minute of change, but they must select to grasp it. Resistance will as it were bring more torment, more disarray, more battles. The way forward is holding up, but they must be willing to take that step. They are standing at an intersection, unconscious of how pivotal this minute is. Each choice they make presently will shape the future. The universe is holding up for them to yield and permit divine powers to work. Sort 777 to open endowments for your future union. Right presently, their soul is fretful, looking for answers in all the off-base places. Diversions drag them absent from the truth, keeping them stuck in figments. They are blinded by fears that do not have a place to them. The universe is talking, but their intellect is as well overpowered to listen. Signs show up sometime recently them, however they see absent, misplaced in disarray. Their inward voice whispers the truth, but fear quiets it. A storm brews inside them, mixing feelings they do not get it. They are being called to let go, to believe, to grasp the divine stream, but resistance keeps them caught in cycles of torment. The association between you and your future companion is solid, but right presently, it is clouded. Their vitality is tangled in battles they cannot clarify. The universe is working behind the scenes to realign their way. They are confronting a minute of profound arousing, however fear holds them back. Their heart knows what it needs, but the intellect battles against it. The fight between soul and rationale seethes inside them. Everything they thought was steady is moving, uncovering more profound truths. Their soul is encouraging them to step into divine arrangement. But delay keeps them stuck in the ancient, perplexed to grasp the modern. The universe is working in divine timing, organizing everything to bring arrangement. But they must yield, discharge control, and believe the prepare. Holding on to fear will as it were delay the favors implied for them. Otherworldly powers encompass them, directing them toward recuperating and cherish. But they must be willing to tune in, to open their heart, to get the truth. Their future is holding up, but they must take the to begin with step. Sort 444 to enact divine change. Right presently, they are confronting karmic lessons, breaking cycles that no longer serve them. The past is re-emerging, requesting to be recognized and recuperated. They cannot move forward until they let go of what weighs them down. The vitality around them is overwhelming, filled with feelings they do not get it. They are attempting to explore this storm, but without divine direction, they stay misplaced. Their heart yearns for peace, but their intellect stands up to the altar. They are being called to yield, to believe, to accept in the inconspicuous. The universe is adjusting everything for their most elevated great. But they must discharge the fear that keeps them stuck in the past. Divine intercession is close, planning them for the adore and gifts ahead. But the choice is theirs, to stand up to or to grasp the change. Everything is adjusting, and the time for altar is presently. Their future is moving, their vitality is advancing, and their heart is arousing. The universe is working in effective ways to direct them toward cherish. But they must believe, accept, and yield to the divine arrange. Everything they are encountering presently is driving them toward their most noteworthy great. The battles, the perplexity, the torment, it is all portion of the change. They are being arranged for something more noteworthy. A breakthrough is coming, but they must permit it to happen. Let go, discharge control, and step into divine arrangement. The future is holding up, and a door is close. The divine way is unfurling, and everything is coming together. Believe, yield, and accept. Your future life partner is arousing. The time for altar is presently, and a door is closer than ever. Chief Heavenly Messenger Michael says, the vitality encompassing your future companion is spiraling out of control. A storm is seething inside them, pulling them more profound into chaos. They are losing their grasp on reality, overpowered by feelings they cannot contain. Franticness fills their heart, driving them into careless contemplations. They are looking for something, but disarray clouds their intellect. Each choice they make appears to lead them into vulnerability. Their soul is eager, incapable to discover peace. Something profound inside them is blending, pushing them toward change. However, fear holds them firmly, denying to let go. Right presently, they are battling between yield and resistance. The fight interior them develops more grounded, making them act in ways they never anticipated. They feel caught, misplaced, and uncertain of how to elude. Sort 333 to send divine security. A capable move is happening in their life. They feel in direness, as if time is running out. Their soul is crying out for clarity, but their contemplations are tangled in turmoil. They are overpowered by feelings they do not get it. Fear and yearning blend together, making a storm that suffocates out their instinct. They are frantically looking for help. But nothing appears to bring peace. Everything around them feels unsteady. The world they once knew is falling separated, clearing out them standing in vulnerability. They feel as if they are losing themselves, piece by piece. The weight of the past is slamming down on them. Ancient wounds they thought were recuperated are reviving, requesting consideration. They cannot run from the truth any longer. The vitality they carry is overwhelming, dragging them into more profound lose hope. They are attempting to hold everything together, but it is slipping through their fingers. Their soul is at war, battling fights inconspicuous. They are eager, incapable to sit still, incapable to discover consolation. Their heart beats speedier, their considerations race, their soul trembles. The weight interior them develops more grounded with each passing minute. Right presently, they feel like they are suffocating. The more they battle, the more profound they sink. They require divine intercession, or the weight of their feelings will devour them. The truth is uncovering itself in startling ways. The dreams they once accepted are disintegrating, constraining them to see what they have overlooked. They are being pushed toward change, whether they are prepared or not. Sort 777 to call in divine adjust. They are frequented by laments, tormented by choices that cannot be fixed. Their intellect replays past botches, denying to let them move forward. The echoes of recently hold them detainee. Blame, fear, and yearning turn interior them, making it inconceivable to discover peace. They attempt to divert themselves, but nothing works. The sentiments as it were develop more grounded, requesting to be recognized. Their soul is tired, their soul worn down. They are attempting to discover a way out, but each way appears blocked. The dividers are closing in, taking off them wheezing for discuss. The vitality around them is choking. Shadows of question crawl into their considerations, whispering fears that do not have a place to them. They must break free sometime recently, it is as well late. Right presently, they are looking for something past their reach. Their heart throbs for answers, but fear keeps them from seeing the truth. They are caught between the past and the future, incapable to move forward. The weight is as well much to bear, they are unraveling, losing control over their claim feelings. The weight of everything is getting to be agonizing. They need to let go to yield, but something holds them back. A drive concealed keeps them caught, avoiding them from venturing into their predetermination. They are stuck in a cycle of torment, incapable to break free. But divine strengths are working behind the scenes. The storm inside them is not implied to devastate, it is implied to stir. They are being arranged for something more noteworthy than they can envision. Sort 444 to enact divine mending. The vitality they carry is moving, driving them to confront their most profound wounds. They are being tried, pushed toward a change that cannot be maintained a strategic distance from. This is the minute where everything changes. They feel as if they are losing their intellect, but in reality, they are losing the untrue form of themselves. The ancient must disintegrate so the modern can rise. Everything happening presently is portion of the divine arrange. They are standing on the edge of a breakthrough, but fear clouds their vision. They do not realize that everything is adjusting for their most noteworthy great. The chaos they feel is driving them toward clarity. The storm will not final until the end of time. The obscurity they are confronting is as it were transitory. Before long, they will see the light breaking through. Their heart is calling out for peace, but their intellect is standing up to. They must let go of fear, of question, of the chains that keep them stuck. The universe is holding up for them to yield. They are not alone in this travel. Divine strengths are directing them, ensuring them, driving them toward recuperating. But they must select to tune in, to believe, to accept. Their future is not misplaced. The chaos they feel presently is as it were portion of their change. Everything is unfurling precisely as it ought to. They are closer than they think to the adore and peace they look for. The universe is clearing the way, expelling what no longer serves them. The breakthrough is close, and before long, everything will make sense. Chief Heavenly Messenger Michael says, a storm is seething in the life of your future companion. Their soul is crying out for offer assistance, caught in a fight they do not get it. The weight of inconspicuous powers is squeezing down, pushing them toward the edge. Perplexity fills their intellect, making each step feel dubious. The way they once strolled with certainty presently appears filled with impediments. Their heart is overwhelming, burdened by battles they cannot elude. They are caught in a cycle of turmoil, uncertain of how to break free. Feelings are running wild, pulling them into a state of profound distress. Everything feels overpowering, and they do not know where to turn. Right presently, their vitality is unsteady, moving between trust and lose hope. They long for peace, but something keeps dragging them into chaos. The fight inside them is powers, requesting their consideration. Sort 333 to send divine quality. The universe is shaking their world, constraining them to confront what they have been dodging. Their soul is anxious, looking for answers, but finding as it were perplexity. They feel caught in a web of feelings they cannot control. Each minute feels heavier than the final. the weight of their past, the fear of the future, and the vulnerability of the display are devouring them. Their contemplations are turning, making it difficult to see clearly. They are looking for steadiness, but nothing appears to bring alleviation. They feel disengaged, as if they are losing themselves. Their soul is longing for clarity, however haziness keeps clouding their vision. Something capable is moving inside them. Their soul is breaking free from ancient designs, but the handle is agonizing. This is not the conclusion, this is the starting of something more noteworthy. Their feelings are pulling them in each course. 1 minute they feel solid, the following they are suffocating in instability. They are battling against something concealed, something that denies to let go. They are being tried, extended past their limits. The lessons they are learning presently will shape their future. But right presently, they cannot see the reason behind their battles. Divine powers are working to bring a just, but resistance is solid. Their soul is arousing, however fear is keeping them stuck. They are standing at a junction, uncertain of which way to go. Everything happening presently is portion of their change. The ancient must drop absent so the unused can rise. They are venturing into an unused chapter, indeed if they do not realize it however. Sort 777 to enact divine arrangement. The weight they feel is not by mishap. The universe is clearing out what no longer serves them. But in the prepare, everything feels like it is falling separated. They are addressing everything they once accepted. The truth is uncovering itself in startling ways. The figments they held onto are shattering, clearing out them uncovered. This is a minute of profound decontamination. Their soul is shedding the weight of the past. But the torment of discharge is making them feel misplaced. Divine direction encompasses them, however they feel disengaged. The otherworldly strengths attempting to offer assistance them are being blocked by question and fear. They must yield to the stream and believe the prepare. Their heart is talking, but their intellect is as well uproarious to listen it. The fight between rationale and instinct is causing internal turmoil. They feel torn between what they need and what they fear. Right presently, they are battling with profound feelings. They are learning difficult lessons, breaking cycles, and letting go of ancient wounds. But it is taking everything inside them to keep going. They are depleted by the weight of their change. The shifts happening in their life are driving them to develop in ways they never anticipated. They are being arranged for something more prominent. Everything is happening for a reason. The challenges they confront presently will lead them to a higher reason. The universe is clearing the way, indeed if it feels chaotic in the minute. Sort 444 to grasp divine recuperating. Their soul is on fire, burning absent the ancient to make space for the unused. The things they once held on to no longer feel the same. They are exceeding the past, but the move is excruciating. They feel detached from everything recognizable. The world they once knew is moving, clearing out them uncertain of where they stand. They are being inquired to believe the obscure. They are strolling through a season of tests. The universe is making beyond any doubt they are prepared for what is coming following. But right presently, the travel feels overpowering. Everything is being realigned for their most elevated great. Their future is holding up, but they must discharge what is holding them back. The breakthrough is close. The door that is standing by them is past anything they have ever known. Their soul is planning for an association that is profoundly divine. But to begin with, they must recuperate, develop, and rise into their genuine control. The chaos they feel presently is not implied to devastate them. It is pushing them toward their fate. The fire they are strolling through is producing them into something more grounded. Their future is being revamped. The torment of nowadays will be the intelligence of tomorrow. They are venturing into something more prominent than they ever envisioned. Everything is adjusting in divine timing. The storm will pass, and the light will sparkle once more. The universe is directing them toward their reason. Lead celestial host Michael says, A storm is seething interior your future life partner, pulling them toward the edge. Their soul is crying out, caught between perplexity and change. They are confronting fights that no one can see, and the weight is getting to be agonizing. A stunning disclosure is unfurling, shaking the establishment of their life. They feel misplaced, as if everything they once knew is slipping absent. The way ahead is hazy, and their heart is overwhelming with feelings they cannot control. Their soul is fretful, looking for answers that appear far out of reach. They are battling against strengths that deny to let go. Each step feels questionable, and the weight is developing more grounded. Right presently, their vitality is in turmoil, turning in cycles they do not get it. The universe is moving everything around them, constraining them to see what they have disregarded. Their arousing is close, but the travel is difficult. Sort 333 to send divine assurance. The fight inside them is coming to its top. They are standing on the edge, uncertain of what comes another. Their contemplations are dashing, their feelings overpowering, and their soul is crying for alleviation. They are confronting their most profound fears, the ones they have attempted to bury. The past is re-emerging, requesting to be recognized and recuperated. They cannot elude the truth any longer. Right presently, they feel like they are losing control. The world around them is moving, uncovering breaks in the establishment they once trusted. Their heart is overwhelming, burdened by feelings they cannot clarify. They are attempting to discover solidness, but nothing feels the same. Their soul is yearning for peace, but resistance is keeping them caught. They are caught between what was and what is however to come. Their soul is experiencing a change, but the prepare is strongly. Everything that no longer serves them is being stripped absent. The torment of discharge is nearly as well much to bear. They are addressing everything, who they are, where they are going, and what their reason is. The figments they once accepted are disintegrating, taking off them uncovered to the crude truth. They are standing in the fire of change, uncertain if they will make it through. The universe is talking, sending signs in each heading. But their intellect is clouded, making it difficult to recognize the messages. They are looking for answers, but fear keeps blocking the truth. This minute is testing their quality. They are being called to yield, to believe, to step into the obscure. But the weight of question is keeping them from taking the jump. Sort 777 to enact divine adjust. Their feelings are unraveling, spilling over in ways they cannot control. They feel confined, misjudged, as if no one can really see what they are going through. Their soul is crying for association, but they do not know how to reach out. The vitality encompassing them is seriously constraining them to go up against everything they have maintained a strategic distance from. They are being pushed to their limits, breaking separated so they can be modified. This is a minute of profound change. The adore implied for them is holding up, but they must to begin with walk through this storm. The universe is clearing absent everything that is not adjusted with their most elevated way. But right presently, all they feel is the chaos of altar. They are strolling through fire, but this is not the conclusion. They are being arranged, refined, reinforced for what is coming following. The torment of nowadays is forming them for the endowments of tomorrow. The weight is developing more grounded, but they must not allow up. Each tear, each restless night, each fight they are battling is driving them toward their predetermination. They are breaking free from chains they did not indeed realize were there. They are being stripped of everything untrue so that they can step into their truth. The handle is not simple, but it is fundamental. They are being renewed, rising from the cinders of their ancient self. They feel like they are losing their intellect, but in reality, they are finding their soul. The world is changing around them since they are changing inside. Everything is moving to adjust them with what is implied for them. Their heart is arousing, their soul is breaking free, their fate is unfurling. The haziness they feel presently is as it were transitory. Before long, they will see the light breaking through. Sort 444 to grasp divine change. They are standing at a junction, confronting a choice they cannot disregard. The universe is encouraging them to let go of fear, to believe in the way ahead. But something inside them is still holding on. This is the breaking point, the minute where everything changes. They can no longer run from their predetermination. The time has come to step forward, to grasp the modern, to yield to divine direction. Their future is calling, their soul is arousing, their travel is unfurling. The universe is adjusting everything for their most noteworthy great. They must believe that everything is happening for a reason. They are closer than ever to the adore, peace, and reason they have been looking for. The storm will pass, and clarity will come. Everything is coming.